here, are you able to express it in the form ax plus the b over cx plus d?
I think so.
If you factorize the numerator here, what are we going to have? If you factorize 4x squared minus 9, what are you
You
going to have?
you have x on the outside and then 4x minus 9.
Okay, so you are saying that if we have 4x squared minus 9, that we should have x on the outside
Wait, no, because that
because
would make
there's
9x.
very, very good. Thanks for correcting yourself. So how do we factorize that?
Um, would you use, hmm, let's see. I don't know. Would you use two brackets or
Have you heard of the difference of
two
two
squares?
squares? Yeah,
Yeah. Is it when one bracket is a minus and then the other bracket is a positive?
that is what you are going to have in the end. But how do we know that we have to use the difference of two squares here? For example, if you have like your a squared minus the b squared, these are two squares and they are subtracting each other. It factorizes as what? The a plus the b, and we have the a minus the b, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, this your 4 is like 2 square x squared minus 3 squared. Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
So everything has been expressed as a square. This is also the difference of two squares. So this can become 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3.
Minus 3.
So the law is once you are able to express everything as a square,
Okay, yeah, I
then
see.
you earn the right to use the difference of two squares. In some questions, I'll just pick you on another question that I really want you to learn from before we come back to this question. If you have something like 5x squared minus 45, now 5 cannot be expressed as a square. 45 can also not be expressed as a square. However, if I factorize the 5 and I have x squared minus 9, I can express my x as a squared and my 9 also as a squared, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can get 5 brackets x plus 3, x minus 3. So you need to be careful. In this question here, it was so obvious that the 4 could be expressed as a squared, the 9 also as a squared. But this other one I showed to you here, it looks like it's not possible until we factored out the 5. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
So if we go back to the question, I'll just quickly rub off what we have here. We go back to the question. What are we looking at? We already have the top part there as 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. How about the denominator? What is it looking like if factorize it?
Um, the denominator would be brackets would be 3 on the outside,
Okay,
2x plus 3.
beautiful. Beautiful. Times 2x would stay as 2x. And
Hmm?
how about the denominator here? What are we going to have?
Um, is it x squared? Hmm, Is it x? Would you have x plus 3 and then x minus 3?
X plus 3, x minus 3. This is not the difference of two squares. So we can't have x plus 3, x minus 3. But we
Oh,
can
so it's
have
just
x
x,
brackets
x
x
minus 3.
minus 3. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So if that is okay, notice over here, I'll use a blue tick for it. Your 2x plus 3 cancels out the 2x plus 3. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
So what do we have? The x here can also cancel out the x here.
Mhm.
Is it okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
So at the top, what we have left is 2 open brackets 2x minus 3. At the bottom, what do we have?
Um, wait, of the which fraction?
You know, the same fraction we are dealing with, and we have cancelled 2x plus 3 and 2x plus 3 cancelled out.
So,
The
oh, the
x,
bottom,
yeah, the,
you're
the,
just
um, the
left
bottom here, what should we be having?
3.
3. Is that all?
Um, you just, and then x minus 3.
Beautiful. You need to be observant, right? So if the 2x cancels out the 2x plus 3 cancels out the 2x plus 3, and the x here cancels out the x, what I had left at the top was 2 into brackets x, 2x minus 3. And at the bottom, what we had was 3 into brackets x minus 3. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
But we were told to leave our answer in the form ax plus the b divided by cx plus the d. So they're asking us to expand what we have here. And if we expand, we would have 4x minus 6 divided by what?
3x minus 9.
Excellent. So you can notice here that it is in the form that they want it to be. Your A is 4, your B is minus 6, your C is 3, and your D is minus 9. Even though they didn't ask us to find A, B, C, and D, but of course, we have been able to align our answer so it becomes easy for us to see what A is, see what B is, see what C. A lot of people will stop here, right? And they won't get all the 3 marks.
Mhm.
So you need to be careful. But hope you understand what we just solved, right?
For this question, because you know how it says in the form ax plus b, the answer is in the form ax minus b, would it not be?
Yeah, yeah. So lovely question. Now if you say ax plus b, right, over cx plus dd, as we have gotten this answer here, your a is equal to 4,
Mm-hmm.
your b equals to minus 6. So it's like and we're having 4x plus minus 6. Are you listening?
Yeah.
So 4x plus minus 6, if you interact your plus and your minus, you will still have the minus that you have here. So it doesn't affect anything.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't affect anything. Your 4x plus minus 6 is as good as having 4x minus 6. But we just know that our b is minus 6 and not 6.
Okay.
You
Yeah, I
understand?
see.
So
Mm-hmm.
are you sure it's clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
So you can handle these kind of questions on your own.
Hmm?
I think this is a grade 7 work.
Yeah.
Grade 7 in your GCSE. So what I'll do after the class, is to look for similar questions. I'll send them to you so you can try them. The fact that we have solved this question doesn't mean it ends here. So you need to also try questions. I'll send it to you at the end of the. So let me just write that in my to-do list so I can send algebraic fractions at the end of the class. So I'll send that to you at the end of the class so you can also lay your hands on some questions, to enhance your understanding. The next part says we should express